Harry in England, you have two questions. I want to answer the first one really quick and then the second one. So your first question, I'm told, is why would I not afford an unborn baby special rights?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
firstly, thank you very much for accepting my call. I pretty much idolize you. It's pretty surreal for me to be talking to you.
Well, we'll fix that right away. Because the answer to your first question is really simple. I won't afford an unborn baby special rights because I'm not willing to afford anybody special rights when affording them special rights winds up marginalizing the rights of another person. In this case, the right of the person who's pregnant. And so I'm not going to grant a fetus special rights over the person who's a real living, breathing person with autonomy. But your second question was about atheist communities. So let's get to that.
Okay, sure, by all means. So I'm interested in setting up like an atheist or secular or humanist society in my university, like a club or a community, I suppose, is more what I'm aiming for. And I just want to know, like, what would be your advice for doing that?
At universities specifically, now, obviously you're in the UK. And so while I've spoken there at universities, including Cambridge, I don't know what all the rules are for student organizations, but generally speaking, the ones that have been most successful have done a couple of quick things in the US. One, there's a national organization here in the US, the Secular Student Alliance, which may or may not have branches in the UK that can provide resources for setting up student groups in particular. Number two is don't try to do too much too quickly and be a group that is everything to everybody. Find the people who are showing up at, hey, we're going to have an atheist meet up at a coffee shop, or we're going to have a skeptics in the pub thing. Find the people who are showing up and let the group be what those people want and need, and then build from there. And the third is, if you are actually going to have a student group, make sure that the president of your group is not a grad student and not a senior, and not in their final year. So you want your president to quit after their junior year being president and stay on with the organization for the remainder of their time as an advisor, because nothing kills a group quickly than the main members who are doing the work graduating. That's how student groups die.
All right. Well, I don't know about any of that first thing you mentioned, like a nationwide society of like get-togethers or whatever. But yeah, I'll see if I'll certainly try to make sure and keep my ear to the ground for like atheist get-togethers. Although I certainly haven't seen any of those so far, and I am pretty early on in my university career, and I haven't seen anyone else trying to make this kind of thing. So I might end up,
if you're not opposed,
power trip fantasies of being the president.
If you're not opposed, Harry, you could tell us what university you're going to, then everybody could hear it. And if there are seculars at the university, we might be able to jumpstart this.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't mind. I'm in Sheffield, University of Sheffield.
So for all of the fans of the Atheist Experience who happen to be at the University of Sheffield, here's Harry. Find a bulletin board on campus and just put up a big note that says, Harry wants to start an atheist group, stick it on the bulletin board. And now we've told everybody and they can go find it on their bulletin board. And that should be as good of a jump start as we're going to get. And I guess that's it. So I think we lost Harry, but cheers to everybody in Sheffield.